Hey, what's up, everybody? I like to clap for myself at the beginning of every stream. I like to hype myself up. I want to thank the one person for being here right now, Generation Lost 92. I know a lot of you are going to be here later for the replay, so I want to acknowledge you as well. My name is Jesse. I'm the founder and grandmaster of MMA, Mexican martial arts, and I want to thank you for being here. And I want to talk today about the fact that Kamaru Usman apparently hates China. And this is something I've been talking about for years. And nobody wanted to listen. And finally it comes out. There's been whispers. There's been rumors. There's been implications. But it's not until you see those screenshots. It's not until some people make hashtags. It's not until there's blog posts that people's, oh, now no. I've been trying to tell people, Kamaru Usman hates China. He hates it. A lot of animosity toward China. And I can spot it a mile away. Jay Reyes, Grandmaster, I'm here. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Look, I want to apologize because I was dabbling with the idea yesterday. I said, I'm thinking about doing Monday through Friday weekly stream. I think the one thing I've never done on this channel, never, even when I go, even the times I have gone daily, I've never done it at a scheduled time. And yesterday I was dabbling with the idea, you know, I think I'd like to go live like every weekday, like 9 a.m. For you East Coasters, that will be noon. Wait, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. And today I failed. I was sitting at Starbucks and I was just like, sitting there just chilling. And I look at the clock and I was like, how come that looks? I said I was gonna start at 9. It was like 9:40 or something like that. and I felt bad because I saw a couple people say they were gonna be here. So I just want to let you know. I want to throw it out there again. I have been dabbling with the idea of streaming every day at a set time. That's the one thing I've never done on this channel: a set time and set days. And I think that will really help with consistency, help being first to the news, first to let you know how much Kamaru Usman hates Chinese people, and I have a lot of fun doing it. So I think as soon as I can work out the kinks and stuff like that, then we'll be in a better place. Kaimon, what's up, Jefe? Another day, another $5. Hope you're doing good, boy. Off early today. Get to chill with the homies. Love you, boy. Oh, you an East Coaster? I think we already talked about that, huh? You already off of work? That's good. 10, 11, 12. So it's like 1 o'clock over there? That's good. That's good. Make good use of that time. Make good use of that time. Refresh, re-energize for tomorrow. Look it. I was up late last night. I was scrolling. I had insomnia. Partly probably due to having 7 of these yesterday. And I want to say, shout out to the homie from Starbucks. Shout out to the homie. They remember me today. He's like, hey, Mexican martial arts. I was like, I'm telling you. There was some girl I went in a drive-thru one time and she recognized me and I was tripping out. I was like, does your dad watch the channel or what? I'm not trying to disrespect, but like still to this day, when I look at the analytics, the channel is like 0.3% female. And I always want to like, it's not that I'm just like, hey, we're the females. It's not like, there's nothing sketchy or anything. It's just that like, it's good to know that you could appeal and be interesting and entertaining to more than like the gym rats and the meatheads, you know? No disrespect. But it was that girl, and I tell you, I don't know which ones of you heard the story. There was one time I was at a theme park and someone saw me and he's like, hey, Grandmaster, is that you that I just saw right now? And I was like, hey, fool, that was me. Like roll up and say hi. And then like he never said nothing. I was like, all right. He was just like, he lost interest right away. I was like, all right, that's cool. Just chilling with my corn dog. It's all good. Jay Reyes, Grandmaster, have you seen circus fighting on YouTube? They literally fight in a phone booth. Yes, I have, Jay Reyes. I'm actually working on a new breakdown right now. I'm working on one right now. I'm very excited about it. It takes a lot to get me excited about doing a breakdown these days because there's no payoff. Literally, there's no payoff to doing breakdowns. It's blood, sweat, and tears, and then I upload it and it doesn't do well, and then it's like, why did I do this again? I'll make a deal with you guys though. I'll make a deal with you guys. If I could do a breakdown and I could get I don't know, just like a measly, just like 100,000 views. 100,000 views per breakdown, I'll do one every week again. Every week. 10, 15-minute breakdown. Every single week. But people gotta watch it. I know if you had like 20,000 people standing in front of you, that's a lot of people, right? That's a multitude. But when I upload a video that I worked on for days and only 20,000 people see it, I'm like, oh, I can't do this week after week. So I'll make a deal with you. You guys come back, get the only like less than half of you guys gotta watch it. I got like 230 something thousand subscribers. Just 100,000, little 100,000 per breakdown. I'll do one a week. Deal? You want to make a deal? So now to prove that you mean it, go to my old breakdowns and get those up to 100,000, and then I'll know that we got a deal. That's how you shake. That's how you shake your half. So last night, let me get to it. I gotta shout out these people real quick. Ali Diak, Ronaldo. Why do you think people want Khabib to lose so bad? Look it. I don't know if you're setting me up here. I don't know if you're gonna because this is why. Look it. I see people do this all the time. All the time. And it's people like to say that people hate on Khabib because of his religion. Even though that may be the case with some people, you got the Kamaru Usmans of the world out there that hate people just because of the color of their skin. There are those kind of people, but I think it's lazy. I think there's plenty other reasons why. I think someone like Khabib is intimidating to them. I think it's a lot easier, unfortunately, for a lot of people to relate to people like Adesanya, because at our base, at our fallen, ugly, immature nature, we like to lash out and do some of the ridiculous things that I choose to criticize and say that, I don't want to live my life that way, and I don't like the things that if Adesanya was doing this to his co-worker, if that fool worked at Applebee's, he will be experiencing several lawsuits right now and probably doing some jail time, at least community service. But instead, that fool goes viral on Twitter. I think it's harder for people to relate to someone like Khabib because he's quiet, he's stoic, he's humble, he's so dominant. And it's just like, there's something intimidating about that. There's something that's not quite relatable about that, because not a lot of people are able to live out their lives in such a way. People like to run their mouths. People like to get immature. People like to be hotheads. People like to do sign language to each other when they experience road rage. But fools like Khabib are like that, with that composure. It's like you look at someone that has it all together like that, and when you don't have it all together yourself, it's like you get mad at them. Have you ever been in a real bad mood, and you're not feeling good, and you're angry? You just want to take it out, and then someone, hey man, what's up? How's your day? Oh, man, I'm just having a great time. And then this happened for me, and it's just wonderful. And then we were doing this. Oh man, did you see the pictures that we posted? Oh dear, it was such a. And you want to sock them in the face, because it's like, how come you're not angry like me right now? How come you're not experiencing frustrations? How come everything is going well for you? I don't want you to be in my radius right now. Have you ever experienced that, where like you're not doing so well, and so like you don't want others that are doing well to be around you because it's a little bit infuriating? I think that's like a real simple breakdown of kind of the way that people aren't able to relate to Khabib, because that fool came in, he went out on top like Seinfeld, did his thing, kept his composure, stayed humble, earned all the respect. That's against the grain. That's against the grain. And we got a bunch of sheep up in this world, and people don't like to go against the grain. It's uncomfortable. People want to eat hamburger every day. Every day. I don't even want to hear about tiramisu. It was a one-time thing. It was a one-time thing. You learn from those type of mistakes. I think Khabib ate the tiramisu knowingly. Like when he was sitting there eating it, it wasn't like the next day, like, I made a mistake. And you know what? I'm glad I learned from this. It wasn't even like that. I think he was at the restaurant. He's like, hey, brother, I think it would build good character if I put myself consciously. Hey, brother. I think if how about I consciously put myself in situation where I conscientiously fail, so then after fact I can gain character, persevere. Weaker person fail subconsciously, unconsciously, and they have to come back after fact and call audible, and fix life. And I'm going to make mistake on purpose so that I can cause myself to grow. I think he did it on purpose. I think Khabib's the kind of dude that knowingly, willingly puts himself in the situation. Like, people, they messed up, they did something dumb, they got locked up, they lost this, and they messed up right there, and they ruined that, and they're like, you know what? 3 years later, I learned from it, and I'm here today. Khabib's like, hey, brother, let's go make mistake today. Let's go make mistake. We build character today. That's the plan today. Let's go make like 3-4 mistakes. Can you understand that kind of level? Can you understand? I mean, I'm talking about it. I'm lacing you up right here, but I can't even fully wrap my beanie around that. That's like 3, 4, 5, 7 levels ahead of where we're at. And a lot of people can't. See, these super chats, I'm talking like 40 minutes about this thing, but you see where I'm going with this. It's not that simple. I see people on Twitter like, you know why they hate Khabib? Because he's Muslim. It's not that simple. Maybe your tia feels that way because she's old school. I understand, but there's nuances to it. Anna, when are we getting MMA beanies? Look, at my easiest answer is I have such a difficult time even coming with the content that it's like, man, how am I even gonna try to spread myself thin with the clothing line? And then I'm gonna make a perfume and a cologne next. And then I'm gonna make like digital assets, and I'm gonna make like MMA holograms. Like, it's like I can't even. I'm spreading myself too thin here, and I'm not asking. I'm not saying you, Anna. I'm not asking. I'm not asking for any assistance. I'm telling you, I had to stop going through my emails and stuff. And people have the best intentions, I know, but I'll get people in the email like, "Hey, bro, look it. I make the best quality socks you ever seen, homie. I put your logo on it, do this and that, and you just," and then hey, fool, I'm telling you, man, I make the best this and that, and we could set up a photo booth, and you could do that, and like all I want. Hey, fool, I've been watching your videos, and I got a sister that's single. She's getting up in years, and fool, I can't even read my emails anymore. I have enough trouble living my own life. I can't be contributing to all these different kinds. That being said, Anna, there is a website that I'm on that I do have merch on, and there's a process that you could put logos on beanies and hats and stuff like that. But I saw it and I was like, man, it wanted me to fill out all of this stuff, and I was like, forget it. I gotta go work on a video right now. So look, like I said, I'll make you guys a deal. You go back and watch all my breakdowns. Get them all up to 100,000. Every single breakdown I ever uploaded. You don't have to watch the streams if you don't want. They're too long. Watch a breakdown. Bring the views up, and then I'll go make some beanies. And I'll give Anna one for free. It's on you guys to make Anna's day. Hey, what's up, Aya? Female subscriber in the house. Thanks for how do you say, calling it out. I just went up to 4%. 4%. I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. Mo Games. Thank you to the person that gifted me a membership. Was that today or was that last time? On the 9th day of Christmas, Alfieri gave to him. That's what's up. Khabib, like people often say, Khabib is the Seinfeld of MMA. Mo Game Z. Let me hack you real quick. Wait, what? What? What you talking about? Period. What about the video of Khabib laughing at homeless dudes as he gets them to do push-ups while dangling money in front of them? That was awful. Look, let me tell you. In Dagestan, I spent quite a bit of time researching Dagestanians. So supposedly in Dagestan, the homeless don't really have a need for material possessions. Now hear me out here. In a place like Dagestan, you get the homeless. And are they in need? Yes, but interestingly, they aren't in need of things like material possessions, money, even shelter necessarily. Because when you think about it, even the people that are doing well in a place like Dagestan don't have material possessions or shelter or money or whatever other things that we enjoy here on this side of the ocean. So you could go to a place like Dagestan, and even the most well-off, they might even consider them in those terms wealthy, or the most people that are doing good. Most of those people are even what we would consider homeless and in need and in lack of. So in Khabib's homeland, when you help the poor, you don't give them money because you don't even have money. You don't give them food necessarily because a lot of the time you haven't even ate in like 3 days. You don't give them shelter because you don't even have a shelter. What you do is you encourage them to work on their bodies. So in Dagestan, I don't know if you guys know this, in Dagestan, you don't give things to the poor, the homeless, the needy. You actually help them to exercise so that they're physically fit, so that they are able to go out into the workforce and do things and be healthy and feel good about themselves and get their self-esteem going and stuff like that. It's a cultural thing. There is a cultural breakdown here. And if you think about it, we could use some of that influence over here in the Americas. Now, if I'm walking down the street and some fool asks me for $5 and I give it to him and he buys like 3 Big Macs, whatever, I'm giving that fool diabetes. I'm making myself feel good. I'm gonna go on Instagram later. Yeah, I gave this fool $5. It's all right. It's good to do it sometimes. Or I even snap it. Like, well, I don't have Snapchat. I'm not like a 12-year-old girl. But like, you know how people do like influencers and they're like, look, you got to do something like this today. You see how I'm doing? Like, that makes me feel good, but I just gave that fool diabetes. What I should be doing? Hey, fool, all right, you're going to do 25 burpees. All right? Yeah, that's good. You're getting that pump, homie. All right, that looks good. Yeah, keep doing that. Hey, look, it looks good. He's putting a lot of enthusiasm into it. Yeah, I'm happy for this fool. Oh, you think I'm laughing like at him? I'm laughing with him. He got his heart rate going right now. He's going to get those arteries all unclogged and stuff like that. I actually saw a video one time that says something like, no matter how much you work out, you can never unclog the arteries anyway. But I'm just making we're making ourselves feel better right now because we're making him feel better. Like, it's probably not scientifically accurate or anything like that. But look at him. He's busting a sweat and everything. When was the last time that fool sweated? Huh? All right. Hit 25 crunches. You could do sit-ups. All right, do sit-ups then. Put your hands on your butt because you're going to hurt. It's a concrete. Hey, look at this guy's going for it. That's what they were doing. They were having a good time. They were laughing. They were smiling. They felt happy for him. It was a good moment. That fool's getting his energy up. He's going to get the serotonin and the cortisol. What's this? Every single video I talk, the endorphins, that kind of exercise, that's something that money would never do for you. Something that giving out for a jacket would never do for. So look, it's a cultural thing. And I just want to let you know, because I get real defensive, and it looked bad. It looked very bad. I understand. I saw the video, and at first, it didn't make me feel good. It didn't make me feel good as a supporter of Khabib. But then I did my due diligence. I did my research. I was like, oh, now I get it. So that's all I want to highlight. That's all I want to bring up. I just want to bring some truth to the matter. Ice cold juice. Fools don't understand motivation. I'm telling you. And I'm just here to try to bring clarity to the situation. It wasn't like, look at that loser. It was like, man, look, I'm living vivaciously through you right now. I want to get down and bust some out too. You're doing good, bro. That's what it was like. Alexi Gonzalez, fool, Ali must be in your pockets. Nah, I mean, he did respond kindly to me one time in the DM, and I was appreciative of that. So I have gone through great efforts to like not step over the line and like make fun of that fool's dome or anything like that. I try to like, you know, once you make contact, it gets kind of weird. I'm gonna admit. That's why I always try. I actually try really hard to not. I know there's a lot of people, there's a lot of creators who like to go out of their way and actually try to befriend fighters and celebrities and stuff like that. I don't want to talk to none of them. I don't want it to get weird. So look it. I finally gotten back to my point. I'm gonna have to timestamp this later because I know a lot of people are gonna be like, "What are you doing?" I was up scrolling last night, and I saw an article about Kamaru Usman, and he was talking about the fact that he was disgusted that Weili Zhang, and what do you guys say, Weili Zhang or Zhang Weili? I don't know, but he doesn't like the fact that she is gonna fight Carla Esparza for the title. He doesn't think it makes any sense. He's like, Rose already beat her twice. Why are they gonna let her do it again? She already had her opportunities. Now, I know there's different narratives here. I know there's a lot of people that think that Zhang actually won the second fight, the one that went all the way to the decision. And I don't know how. Sound off in here, because I don't know exactly who I'm talking to at the moment. I don't know what side of the fence you stand on. Last name first for Chinese. But here's the thing. I don't know which one's actually her last name because I always hear it flip. So it's like, which is which? The American version is Weili Zhang. So Zhang is her last name. So in China, they say Zhang Weili. All right, I got it. So look, Kamaru Usman is just going off and off saying this is crazy. This is nonsense. Rose should get the rematch. They should not give it to Zhang Weili. Look, I'm used to saying it like a Chinaman now. I'm used to saying it backwards. I hope that's okay. I hope it's not considered appropriation. Well, I don't care really. But Kamaru Usman was talking about it. He's talked to quite a few people about it. He was talking about it on Joe Rogan. He's talking to reporters about it in different articles and interviews. And when I watched the fight, well, I guess that doesn't matter. When it was all said and done, because I'm a big Rose fan, and I know there's always a lot of drama around Rose, and there's always a lot of weirdness because of, I mean, I think we all kind of have the same feel about the Rose Namajunas situation. I think the best way to describe Rose is she's kind of like the Britney Spears of the USC. Like, doesn't it feel like she's kind of living like it's some kind of weird Pat Berry conservatorship? Doesn't it feel like that to you as well? Like, that's the best way I could describe it. Like, the way that felt, that's what this situation feels like. So I know that there's a lot of people that have started to feel like a little bit icky about her lately. But just as a fighter, just as her, you know, very smiley, bubbly, happy, likable, enthusiastic, passionate in her fighting, like, there's a lot of reasons to root for her. There's a lot of ways of being entertained by her. There's a lot of reasons to be a fan of hers. Very personable. She makes the YouTube videos and she's just chopping it up with you and talking with you. Like, she takes a lot of time for the people. There's a lot of reasons to root for her, and I have rooted for her for a long time. And when she lost that last fight, I was like, instant rematch. And everyone was like, it was boring. She fell off. She's brainwashed by her coach, and it's weird, and we don't even want to see that. She shouldn't have done that. She needs to go away for a little bit. But I was just like, die hard. I was just like one of those annoying Adesanya fans. Like, I just want to hear nothing. I just wanted to get the rematch. She's been having these dominant performances. She beat the legendary young J chick twice. She beat Weili twice. Andrade should have got disqualified because she spiked throws on her head, so she went out like a warrior, and I thought she deserved it. I'm also kind of happy for Carla Esparza, you know? 6 wins in a row. She's on a 6-fight winning streak. But look, here's what I want to emphasize right here. It doesn't matter how I felt. I'm a big Rose fan. And when she lost, I immediately wanted her to get the rematch because I felt like she had done enough recently with big enough names. And then the fight had to go to decision. It's not like Esparza submitted her. It's not like she knocked her out cold or anything like that. It's not like she completely outclassed her. Rose just fought a Adesanya kind of fight. That's all it was. She fought an Adesanya kind of fight. And people got frustrated with her. But she did not lose in any kind of a dominated fashion to where she didn't deserve a rematch. It was more like Dana was like, you upset me. That was embarrassing. So you're in trouble. Now you don't get the immediate title shot. That's what it felt like. Because according to everything else, she should have got it. It seemed more like a punishment. So here's what I want to point out, because I got to be objective here, and I want to give you the facts. I don't want to just give you my feelings. All right? The facts don't care about your feelings. I know a lot of you know that already. I know a lot of you know that. So look it. I wanted Rose to get the title shot, but you have to consider this. Kamaru Usman is out here, and this is the narrative that I'm emphasizing today. This is what I'm focusing on today. Kamaru's out here saying Weili lost to Rose twice. Why is she going to get the title shot now? Well, hold on, Usman. Hold on, Usman. Who did Rose lose to twice? Who did Rose lose to twice? Huh? Let me give you a moment to think about that. Okay, moment's over. I'm playing with my new software. Did that play the audio? I didn't hear it. Did that play audio? How does that work? All right, we are back. Thank you. You are watching the MMA. I like that. I like it. It's funny. It did play the audio. That's clean. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have to go to the bathroom. And we're back. I'm gonna have too much fun with that. I already know. All right, look it. So I'm gonna tell you, and this is me being objective right here. This is me giving it to you the way that I think you deserve, not biased. I wanted Rose to get the rematch, knowing that she lost to Esparza twice. Okay, one of the times she got submitted, the other time she lost the decision. Okay. Zhang Weili lost twice. One of the times she got knocked out. The other time she lost by decision. Now, there wasn't a lot of people. And let me know how you feel or if you disagree. I don't think there was a lot of people thinking that Rose won that fight against Esparza. I didn't see many people, if any at all, saying, Rose won. She got robbed. She should. Now, was there that element of like, yeah, but Esparza also didn't do enough? Because if they're going to give Esparza the title, then the UFC is being inconsistent. But because it seems like the UFC always rules in favor. You know what I'm going to say? It seems like event after event, Adesanya fight after Adesanya fight, the UFC always rules in the favor of that Ric Flair WWF type thinking. To be the champ, you got to beat the champ. And even though everyone will come out and reject that verbally and publicly, you already know that's how the judges do things. It doesn't matter what they say. We see it in every single decision, event after event. Doesn't matter what they say. They could say that's not true. Yeah, we don't go by that. Just look at the decision, event after event. Look at how the fight went. So there's not like really anybody saying, yeah, Rose should have won. And if the UFC is going to be consistent, they wouldn't have given it to Carla, but she did. So my point is, Rose doesn't even have the ability to say she got robbed. Even though the UFC shouldn't have given Esparza the bout, if they're being consistent. I have no problem with the UFC giving us, by the way, and hear me out here, I have no problem with the UFC giving Esparza that bout if they would have also gave that bout to Mero when he fought Adesanya. if they would also gave that bout to whatever, fill in the blank. I'm having a brain pedo right now. We've talked about it time and time again, though. I've taken the time, I've done the research and made a list of all the different times that it should have went that way, but it went this way if the UFC was being consistent. Like Dominic Reyes, not Dominic Reyes. I always forget the fool's name. No, it is Dominic Reyes. When I said Dominic Reyes right now, I was picturing Dominic Cruz. Like when Dominic Reyes won, but they didn't. Like we got a ton of those. Like when Covington beat Usman, we got a ton of those kind of examples. So look, my whole point in saying this, I've been digressing. No one, I don't think, is saying Rose got robbed. All right, no one's saying that, but a lot of people were saying that Wei Li got robbed when she lost the decision to Rose. So if anything, if we're being consistent across the board, it looks like Wei Li is more entitled to this shot than Rose is. If we're going to go by that, if we're going by records, if we're going by wins and losses, if we're going by what the judges and everything else seems to be going by. Because we could stand on our soapboxes all day and be like, well, shit. No, let's be consistent, though. We can feel however we want about it and try to take a stand for this and push for that. But you already know that's not how the UFC gets down. Let's not fool ourselves. Chuck Fury at FuriousComedy.com. In China, they call me Furious Chuck. I got my brain wrinkled today. I learned that they flip it like that. In China, they call me Jesse Grandmaster. Well, they probably would if I went there. But you can never leave. Period. With all due respect, GM, after the last Gain fight, you said UFC should discourage boring point fighting, but you want Rose rewarded for it. No. Look, when there's a situation like me wanting, because you know what I trip out on sometimes? When I did the last Mexican Fight Companion the other day, somebody was I saw a comment or something. Someone was like, "Hey man, this is too biased," and I was like, "Oh, fool, you thought I was here to be objective?" Like, if I'm rooting for someone, I'm just gonna be like, I want the other fool to lose. Like, I'm not trying to do like the commentators and try to make it look pretty and confuse you. Or no, I'm gonna be open about it. When I want Rose to get a title shot, it's just because I'm a fan. It's just because I'm blinded by the fanness. That's all. I'm just a Rose fan. So I just want her to get back in there. But yeah, the whole point fighting thing, it's like I agree in separate worlds. I want Rose to go back in. I want her to get the shot again. I want her to win. But do you also, in the alternate universe, want this point fighting thing to be addressed and dealt with? Yeah. So it's like, on the same timeline, I'm inconsistent, and these two things will contradict. But I do still independently feel those ways. But thank you, Real Gamer. So look at Usman is basically coming out and complaining that the Zhang Weili shouldn't get the shot. And look at, maybe I'm connecting dots that aren't there. You know? But it's just very, very, very interesting timing. There are guy jingling. Now look, you see where I'm going with this. Usman comes out strong, talking about, why is this Chinese person getting this opportunity? Why is this Chinese person stealing American jobs? Why is this Chinese person? And look, I know what you guys are thinking. Oh, come on, who's Kamaru Usman to be talking about American jobs? This fool's we don't know where Kamaru Usman's from. We're still waiting for the birth certificate. Show me the birth certificate. Fools out here like Carmen Sandiego. Where in the world is Kamaru Usman from? Nobody knows. That fool's like an MMA spy. Knows like 15 different languages, has all these different. I don't even know how that works. Like, how is it like Steven Seagal did it? Apparently, you could be like a citizen in like 7 different countries. I don't even know how that works. Nobody knows where that fool. Maybe he's a South-loathing Chinaman. For all we know, Kamaru Usman could hail from China. We don't know. Anthony Wise, new rule. To be the champ, you have to beat the champ. And the only way to gain the title is to finish the champ. Influence good title fights. I like that. I like that. People are too soft today. Too soft today. You look at the evolution from UFC 1, and it's like, and it's like Little League now. I mean, we're going to get to the point. I'm telling you, we're going to get to the point pretty soon where they're like, hey, look, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, look, everybody. Hey, turn the lights on. Hey, everybody, look. There are no winners here today. Okay? I know both these fools just went at it. You see blood. You see broken noses. That fool, is your arm dangling? His arm is broken. A lot of pain here tonight, but there are no winners. They are both going home today with participation trophies. Everybody, let's go. Let's go. Kumbaya. Like, that's how it's becoming. And I know people are going, hey, Grandma's no, you want fools to die in there? You want fools to end up like Brendan Schaub? Like, you want fools to, like, you then call it something else. Don't call it the UFC anymore. Don't start the way you came in hot like that, UFC 1, and over here, UFC 280, you still be calling it UFC. No. You call it the Ultimate Fluff Championship. Ultimate, change the letters. I don't know. It's not the same thing anymore. It's not the same. Just because like there's elements that are similar and in different ways it resembles, it's not the same thing. So why call it the same thing? It's not even like real fighting anymore. It's not. Would you watch the Olympics and watch a judo match and say, that's a fight? That's not a fight. It's a sport. The closest you could get is calling it a match. You can't even call, and I know this might be foreign to some people, and it's just kind of like the vernacular that we use. You can't even call a boxing match a fight. That's not a fight. Imagine you take like the best like Muay Thai kickboxing kind of fool that could destroy someone with one of his shins, and you put him in a boxing match and he gets laid out. Because his whole life he's been used to using the hold and just limiting to it, threw him off. That fool would kill the other boxer in a real fight. But this is a sport. It's a match. It's different. It's not the same thing anymore. I would love it if the championship fights were like that. You have to finish the fool. Oh, you don't like it? Well, let's make a new promotion then. Let's stop calling it the Ultimate Fighting Championship because these fools aren't even fighting. Whoa. That fool's down on his knee. Don't hit him. Don't hit him. Don't kick him. He's on his knee. Is this a fight? He's on his knee. I can't kick him? No. Okay. Whoa. Don't hit him on the back of the head. Are we fighting? I can't hit the fool in the back of the... I can hit him right here, but not right here. Is this a fight? What happened? Dubsy Dabster, what's up? So look, I just thought it was very interesting timing because Kamaru Usman comes out with all the China hatred just going hard on Zhang Weili when it looks like on paper, I'm a big Rose fan. It looks like on paper, because of who's the champ right now, because of the ways that she beat Rose, even though I don't fully agree that she should have got that title if she didn't come out and dominantly beat her. If the UFC is going to be consistent. Like I said, if you want to give her the belt, then there's some other fools you got to go back and give the belts to as well. But I think it's very interesting timing. Right after my man Jingaling got burned, couldn't come out to the press conference, couldn't show off his suit, had to fight some dude bigger than him. And Daniel Rodriguez, he's supposed to be what, 180? You know by the time he got in the cage, that fool is like 205. You already know that fool down a couple of tortas and whatever else after the last weigh-in. That fool is chilling. He's like, wait a minute, that fool's going to walk in like 170? I'm going to take advantage of this. He loses the fight. He loses the fight that he won. Even when I win, I lose. Jingaling lost. He got so burned and disrespected throughout that entire event. The dude came in so excited, coming to a new land, wanting to start a new life, the American dream. And they said, chale. Right after that, They did the same thing to that fool's cousin. They burned Song Yadong. Right after that, Song Yadong got a cut, and they're like, no, you can't fight anymore. What about the other fool one event later? What was that fool from, like Brazil? Who's that fool? They got the Joe Rogan eye. He got a cut like right on his thing, and he's like, now I got 3 eyebrows. Dana White's putting it on the thing. So we're cool with that kind of stuff going on, putting it on Instagram, flaunting it, having fun about it. It's going viral. Like, that's the number one thing in all the MMA news right now. Days later, I can't stop seeing that fool's head all ripped up. But Song Yadong, Sandhagen, you're next. You're next, Sandhagen. And I want to remind you, and I'll remind you time and time again, that Dana White power has nothing to do with color. So don't get it twisted right here. So they burn my man Jingaling. They come up event later, burn the guy Song Yadong. Now all of a sudden, Zhang Weili, what do all these fools have in common? Huh? I wonder what could really be behind this. Why would Usman hate Chinese people? Maybe Usman doesn't hate Chinese people. You know who would make a lot of sense that does hate Chinese people? Dana White. I know that fool's got a lot of resentment and animosity toward the land of China because of what happened to his organization over the last couple years. Remember a couple years ago, it was exploding. We want the Chinese market. We want to go into China. We want to go start over there. We want to have a big Zhang Weili. We're gonna build it. We're gonna make it a big part of it. We're gonna make it bigger than UFC Brazil. That's the next thing. And then, you know, a certain situation happened, and a lot of people blame the land of China. And Dana White was very upset about that. It made him lose a lot of money, and made him spend a lot of money, and made him go through a whole lot of inconveniences. That fool's promised he would never doing an event in China again. I will not go back to China. He doesn't want to do events in China or California anymore. He said he's done. That is basically like the same place. He's done. He's angry. Nobody's going to listen to Dana, though, at this point. Fools laugh him off. He has to have these mouthpieces. People like Usman. Now, a lot of people are clowning on him right now because he's the kind of fool that could run his mouth and be annoying and wear like a bunch of funky clothes and stuff like that and only get away with it if he keeps winning. But then he loses and everything changes. The moment the bout's away, ask what you get, punk. Everybody's making fun of his little suits and everything, his little midriffs. But that's the way people like Dana White got to work. Again, I'm not coming after Abdulaziz, but it's just like people always say with that for how he was always speaking through the fighters. Dana White used the mouthpieces like that, trying to put that hatred out there, trying to turn the people on the Chinaman. And I just want to know if you're going to let him do it. Are you agreeing with Kamaru Usman? Do you think that Rose should get the next title shot? Do you think that she should get it after that last performance? I'm going to say that I want her to get the title shot because I'm a biased, blinded fan. But what do you think if you're thinking objectively? Do you think that she should get it? Or do you think that Zhang Weili should get it? Are you angry with the land of China, as is Dana White? Chuck Fury at FuriousComedy.com. If you have to finish the champ, Adesanya will never lose because he'll just run laps around the octagon for 25 minutes. That is true. I've said it time and time again. All that Adesanya needs is someone that's actually gonna chase him and wrap him up, just like Blachowicz did. That's all you need. That's all you need. And for some reason, no one in his division is willing to do it. I don't know if it's because he's like, isn't he like the tallest one in that division or something? Or he has been up to this point. Maybe they just don't got the legs to keep up with them. I just think it's very interesting. And that's pretty much all I got to say on it. I was scrolling. I'm like, hey, where's all this hate coming from? Why is Usman? Why is he going on about this? Things happen, rankings happen, wins and losses happen, rematches happen, title shots happen. Why is he going hard on Zhang Weili? What'd she ever do to him? Wait a minute, Jingling. Wait a minute, Song Yadong. Wait a minute, Dana White. There's been a lot of heat on him lately because of the shenanigans with Chamoyev, with Diaz, with Holland. A lot of people talking about these conspiracies. He's trying to take the heat off. He's trying to put it back on them. He's trying to be like, oh, you know what, Chamoy, you know why he came in 8 pounds heavy? Because that Chinese food that he was eating, because of all the MSG and stuff like that, it makes you come in heavy. He's trying to redirect. I want to try something right here. I told you guys I'm using a new platform. So I want to see, because I found, oh, see, I don't know how that works. I'm going to try something real quick. Oh, that's how you do it. Hey, look at this is bad. This is next level right here. This is something we never had before. I scope it out. Hold on, let me look for the right one. I love this. I'm in 2022. I just came and arrived in 2022. Freddie Morse. The Whaley fight's more exciting. Hey, isn't that what it comes down to sometimes? I'm not going to lie. There's times I've seen the rankings, and I'm not going to go on and like promote it really, because I always talk about how the UFC is constantly disrespecting its own rankings. But I'll go on and I want to watch those fights that are more exciting. It's just something in us that we want to see. Do you think that fight's more exciting? Do you think that Rose has got to a point where she's just too careful? And do you think she'll only fight like that when she's the champ? Don't you think that if Rose came in now as the challenger, she would be way more exciting than when she was the champ? Just like how Usman was going on and on about how he had like all this pressure and how he thought it wouldn't. Like he was acting like he was trying to act when he was talking to Joe Rogan, like he didn't even want the bout. Like it didn't even mean anything to him, and it was almost like a hassle having it. Do you think that Rose would come back and put up a better kind of a fight? Cristal says the thing is Leon most likely going to lose the rematch, so he should enjoy it while it lasts. It's a tricky kind of a situation, because when you see the way that Leon won, you could either think that fool was playing possum the whole time and that he's a mastermind and it was brilliant, and he waited that fool out knowing that he could withstand everything that he had, absolutely confident that he could weather every storm, and waited till that fool was at his weakest and at his lowest guard. Or you could say that fool got lucky. He was getting destroyed the entire fight. There's never been a luckier individual. Hey. I thought Triple G was playing possum. The other night, and he was not, unless he played possum all the way to the bank, because there is a narrative out there on Reddit right now that he played possum all the way to the bank because behind closed doors, he agreed to let Canelo have that division, so that Canelo could have the division and that Triple G could have that generational wealth, so that he could go back to Kazakhstan and and fix all the wrongs that Borat exposed to the world. There is that narrative. But yeah, there's two ways to look at that Leon fight, and you could be like, well, okay, now Usman knows that the only thing Leon has is waiting him out 5 rounds and getting the knockout when he's tired. Okay, so let's work on cardio. Okay, let's work on finishing him quicker. Okay, let's work on taking him down and controlling him more. So if he is trying to be in there 5 whole rounds, at least we have the control time. Let's work on getting him against the cage. Okay, you don't want to just be there and get boring. Foot stomp, foot stomp, foot stomp, foot stomp, shoulder strike, get those points up. There's ways. I will tell you, I wanted Leon Edwards to win. I would like him to win the rematch. But based on what we saw, it would seem like, you know, someone that's been in the game as long as Usman and has the people around him and the determination and all that, you would think that he'd be able to come up with the game plan to not let such a thing happen again. But if Leon Edwards did what he did on purpose, showing us how brilliant and composed, how high of a fight IQ he has, he might be able to pull something out crazy next time. He's going to come in there thinking, Usman, you really think I'm going to come in with the same game plan next time, knowing you're going to plan for that? I'm going to do something else. Just like, I'm going to come in like that fool I saw on Twitter, and I'm going to double kick you in the head right when the bell rings. Like, you never know. So there is that possibility. I love this comment feature, and I feel like I could do this for the next 10 hours because I'm so excited about it. Do you guys like this feature, or is it just me? GM, where's the secret juice? Marilena threw it away. I told her, fool, I was going to refill it. I didn't know. What do you mean you didn't know? You know how much time and effort it takes to make the fat Sharpie line? That was a skinny Sharpie. It was a one-time thing, I guess. Someone been watching MMA Guru. Did I say something that he said? Me and MMA Guru often agree on things. And I have a lot of respect for him for that, because a lot of people don't want to say the kind of things that we end up saying. Because a lot of the things that we say are very anti-narrative. Other than that, I watch him from time to time. But I say it all the time. It's not a new thing. I don't enjoy watching a whole lot of MMA content because I just get sick of it. It's like a dentist doesn't want to go home and floss, you know? When I'm not doing my MMA stuff and my research, I'm watching like 48 hours, you know? I'm watching cold case files. I'm watching documentaries on, you know, Operation High Jump and stuff like that. I'm trying to find out what's behind that Arctic wall, you know? I'm trying to find out where corn came from. Rand far. What's up? Thank you. I appreciate it. Without the altitude, it's a massive game changer, to be honest. That's probably the only intelligent contribution that Okamoto has ever inserted into the MMA community. I agree, but I wonder who it's going to be more of a factor for. I wonder, you know how like when you train out of elevation and then you go into it, how it's like, whoa, and it's hard to handle. I always wonder, like, and I know it sounds dumb, but imagine someone that constantly trains in elevation and then come out of it. I wonder if it's difficult for them as well. It's like an astronaut that lives in outer space 24/7 coming here, and they like don't even know how to walk anymore. All people ever think about is being here and going out there and how difficult that will be. You never think about it the other way around. I prefer Zhang because she evolved massively with Cejudo. Also, did you see the Connor video and Twitter audio? He BTFO. He beat Cejudo's King of Cringe status. I think I know what that means. Are you talking about the where he's like, the most power Twitter's ever seen. 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 When I first heard it, I thought for sure that somebody was doing those voices like fans of Connor's. And then he's like, hey, fools, this is funny. He uploaded it. And then after listening to it like 3 times, I was like, wait a minute. That's him doing all these different voices? Because, like, I don't know. To me, those voices, some of them didn't at all sound like anything that could come out of McGregor. They didn't sound like that to me. And I had to, like, force myself to believe it after the fact. Like, wait a minute, this is him? It was weird. Like, I wasn't even as tripped out of the fact that he was just sitting there on his couch making that. I didn't even know how those sounds came out of him. Some of them did not sound like something from him. She drank it all. She drank it all. Nah, honestly, I was a little frustrated. I think the kids drank it, which makes me concerned as a parent. To think that they just come up on something called secret juice, and they think it's all good to just drink it all and not even ask any questions. Guacamole juice. Hey, Bennett Smolin, love you, JM. This is my first time catching you live. Celebrate good time. Come on. I'm glad that you made it, Smolin. I just called you Jussie Smollett. I just called you Smollett. I apologize. It had to be the first time. Bennett Smolin, thank you for being here. Is Flaco dead? No, he's just living his life right now. He has a job. He's being responsible. He's paying his bills. He's doing his community service, restitution and whatnot. And that's it. Like I just saw him 2 days ago. Like everything's good. I just want to do right by him, honestly. I don't want to take advantage. I already told him. Whenever I could figure my stuff out and I get in a better situation, I told him I'm gonna enlist his assistance, and I want to be able to pay him and to pay him some money to help me out with some videos. So right now, I don't even hit him up. I'm not even gonna ask. I'm not gonna ask someone to do free work. I don't get down like that. But we're still related, you know. The MMA guru hates Khabib. This is probably there was 2 times when I was listening to the MMA guru and I was like that kid shadowboxing. When he disrespects Khabib and he calls him fake humble, and when he was saying that Kane should be arrested and they should execute that fool and he should get life and they shouldn't even give him three meals a day, that he doesn't deserve the 3 hots and the car, they should make that fool sleep on the floor. Like, he was going hard on Kane, and I was like, but you know, I know that I say things a lot that go against the grain of a lot of you. I know that there's people that cringe and have a hard time when I say stuff about Nate Diaz. When I say stuff about, I mean, there's less and less review now. Masvidal, especially when I say stuff about Tony Ferguson, even though more and more people are starting to be like, yeah, you were right. When I say stuff about Adesanya, there's a couple confused individuals in here that are Adesanya fans, believe it or not. So I know what it's like. I know how I must make you guys feel sometimes. But that's what happens. Nobody could completely agree on everything all the time. I appreciate that, Ronnie Pickering. I appreciate that. I try my best. I try to take my time. Um, I read handfuls of articles. um, the most power Twitter's ever seen. It's so weird. And then that one, he's like, it was crazy. I don't know what that fool's doing. They refuse to take his Wi-Fi away. It doesn't make any sense, but it keeps people on Twitter. It's good for analytics. I mean, if you got a cringe brand, go off. If you got the cringe brand, you stay cringe. Sal, Grandmaster Jesse, who wins? You versus Renato Laranja. Are you talking about a BJJ match? Are you talking about rolling? This goes back to a long time with me. I got a lot of love and respect for Hanach. A lot. I'm telling you, when I first, there was a time I remember when I first heard this. Oh man, how can I find it? I mean, I know it's not even, it's just a little thing, and I don't even know who made it. But I remember there was a time I would play this over and over right here. It was so catchy. Like everything about that fool. Even the theme music. I remember I was like, ah. The first time I heard that, I just had to pause. I was like, man, even the music. Like I got a lot of love for that guy. And this goes back with me. Like I don't, and I know it's dumb, but I have a lot of strange tendencies that if you knew about them, you would think are very quirky. I don't particularly enjoy rolling or sparring with people that I know or like, or I just, it's weird. It gets weird. I know people that have wanted to do that in the past, whether friends or whatever, and things always get weird. Emotions get high, and I know a lot of fools like to act like, oh, get over it, it's fine. You can't help it. When you're in there and you're going toe to toe, someone's gonna get the better. And someone's either going to be, there's always a weird balance where like, I don't want to go hard because I don't want to be weird and I don't want to be aggressive. But then if I go soft, I'm going to look like a punk. And then now you're being aggressive. So now I feel like I got to go hard. And now like, wait, we're both going hard. Someone's nose is going to get broken. You really think we're just going to like act like this didn't happen after? I don't know. I don't enjoy stuff like that. So when it comes to people like that I have a lot of love and respect from, like, man, if we're going to get down, let's do it on Tekken or something like that. I don't enjoy doing stuff like that. Luis Najera, ¿qué pasa, Jim? Where's that Reddit thread? I want to see the Connor video. And is Marilena real or just a random name you came up with for your lady? My lady is real. She is real. Marilena is real. Today is one of those facts. The Reddit thread, I posted it last time. Let me get it again for you. What's the easy way to find it? I'm telling you, I don't know how to find it unless I go through one of my old videos and I click on the link. I always have a bunch of trouble finding it. Like I'll type in Reddit and it'll just take me to a bunch of other Reddit pages. I'm like, how can you not tell what I'm looking for? Uh, Reddit. If any of you are fans of Reddit and you like getting on Reddit and you like the Reddit culture and all that, we do have a Reddit page. I will post the link to. This isn't the page, but this is a post that I put up on the page. Hey, Luis, if you want to see it, it's right here. This fool's funny. He does like the funniest Conor McGregor impression I've ever seen. You got to watch the whole video. It's funny. Misguided. That's the original theme jam right there. Renato Larana and GM need to cook a collaborito. I don't know. I'm not a big collaborator. You guys have probably noticed. I'm just not. I'm just not a big collaborator. I've always had very specific things that it's like I got onto YouTube for very like for certain reasons. And I know it's probably smart for like growing channels and stuff, but I don't know. Anytime I get with someone else, it's like, oh, you wanted to do that? All right. All right. No, I don't really want to do that. I just wanted to do this. You know what I just been doing by myself forever? I just want to do that. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up right here. There's one more. You know what? There's one more thing I'm gonna try. There's one more. I'm gonna just test with you guys. I said everything I wanted to say, but I want to do a test real quick, and I just want to see if this works. Well, let me just do it with the easy page. Let me see if I could get this to work. Let me see how high tech I am right now. Can I make? I better close that window. Can I make? I don't want to do like an Inception right here though. Oh, clean. Shoo! So you guys can see that, right? So I got it right beside me. I'm little. I'm gone. The photo's gone. And then side by side. Which one do you think looks best? Like if I doing a video at some point and I'm talking to you guys, let's say I'm looking on the Reddit page, I'm looking through memes, I'm looking at different funny martial arts photos or whatever. Do you want to see it side by side like this? Do you want to see it? Well, I guess this doesn't matter. Is it better big or little? I don't know. I don't know if I should. It's basically like that or like that. I guess it depends on what I'm talking about. If I really want the thing to get bigger and I want you to be able to focus more on that. Miguel Valencia was here for the live stream. Finally, YouTube's still doing me dirty without the notifications. Keep up the truth, GM. Hey, Miguel, I appreciate it. I'm glad that you were able to make it. And I'm going to try. I was trying to do it this week, but there's some things I still got to work out and make sure that I could do it before I make it official and announce anything. I want to start to get to the point where I'm here at the same time every single day so that you could just come back on your own if you feel like it and don't have to wait for the notification. That way this notification problem won't even be a thing anymore. Big. Okay, so big. Side by side. I'm trying to up my game. I'm trying to do right by you guys. I'm trying to make it a good experience. Side by side. Big if you want to see a reaction. Small if you're just talking. That makes sense. It probably makes a lot of sense for me to be able to go back and forth. When it's the same size. I see people following on Reddit. Hey, it's up to you guys. I'm a Reddit noob. I don't know what I'm doing on there. If you guys want to get on there and do your stuff, and I remember back in the day, everyone was telling me you got to get on Reddit. That's where stuff goes viral. That's where you got to put the video. And I get on there, and I got moderators kicking me off of stuff and blocking me. It's like I don't know how to use this thing. So if you guys like Reddit, get on the Reddit and subscribe on there. Side by side. Look it. I don't. Hold up. Let me just try this real quick since we keep talking about it. I mean, I'm only gonna be here on here a little bit longer. Wait, let me go like this. Just until I know what I'm looking at right here. Let's give the guy some love right here. Did you guys see that Zach made this? Since she left me. Oh, I forgot. I'm gonna get blocked. I forgot. I always get copyright strike because of that. But it's beautiful. All right, it's been. I just wanted to look on here real quick. It's my fault. I haven't really been plugging it. There's not really a lot of new things on here. Oh, okay. I haven't seen this one. This is a little bit relevant to what we've been talking about today. I could have went my whole life without seeing that though. I am feeling confused right now. Satsui, Grandmaster, we couldn't take Usman's statement serious. We can't take him serious. I might be a ride or die Weili fan, but this dude's still talking about a move to 205, I know, and fighting Canelo. Weili's making rapid movements and killing girls now. All love. Yeah, it's weird how some people could be so delusional. Just like how Tony Ferguson is on the 5-5 going on 12 fight losing streak. That fool's trying to mirror it. He's trying to mirror the wins now. And then he's still talking about fighting. Here's what we're gonna do next, and here's what I'm gonna keep working on. It's like, are you kidding me, fool? Are you kidding? Just like Triple G, the way he looked after the fight. Old man Golovkin, just his jabs, like no snap, no power whatsoever. It was like it was sad. It was a sad thing to watch, and I was hoping that the whole thing was a performance and he was gonna come out with the papas at the end, but it never happened. And that fool was like, "I'm still the champ. We're still doing things," and I was like, "Oh, you're not gonna just retire right now? Oh, that's not good. It's ridiculous." All right. I did some tests. I had some fun. I said my piece. I want to thank you all for being here. I am extremely confident that I will be back here again tomorrow around the time of 9 o'clock. If you got nothing better to do and you want to join me here around 9 o'clock today, I'll be here with something to talk about. We'll go back and forth a little bit, highlight some comments, look at some memes. If you got some stuff you want to share and that we could talk about and laugh about in the stream, go ahead and put them on the Reddit. If you want to get on the Mexican Martial Arts Reddit page, it's right here. If you ever got some funny stuff you want to share, you can put it in there and we could enjoy them during the streams. Thank you for watching Mexican Martial Arts. Appreciate it. Good looking out. Late.